Hey guys, welcome to another weekly vlog on my journey to Tarawera. This week is half marathon week, so as I mentioned in previous vlogs, I have been doing some speed training, getting ready for running a fast half marathon 7 weeks out from race day. So the focus of doing the half marathon is to get used to running continuously, and doing it at a fast pace means that during the race I'll hopefully feel quite comfortable going at a slower pace, which is required for running 100 k's. So this week's training leading up to the half marathon started off with some longish but fairly easy sessions. So started off with a bike ride on Monday, then on Tuesday a continuous flat run on the coast with Nat. It was a fairly warm day, it was fairly uncomfortable, and we just did an easy 10k there. Then on Wednesday, another bike ride. As you can see, reptiles are out. It was a hot day for the ride on Wednesday. Bearded dragon, not usually see them around Adelaide. It's usually a bit too cold and temperate, so maybe this was an escaped pet. They seem to be taking residence in Adelaide, even though they much prefer to be up north. And then on Thursday, a bit of a longer run, a continuous run through Sturt Gorge. Again, getting used to side trail running, up and down, but this one was at a higher heart rate, so at my normal training pace instead of fairly low heart rate, which is what the rides were and the run with Nat. So a fairly decent training session, 20k run around the gorge, just to make sure that it was still a good training week, even though I was actually having the main focus being the race of the half marathon on Christmas Day. Now, I ran the hard park run the week before to get an idea of what kind of pace I could hold, and the park run was at around about 3:30 pace, or a little bit under for some of the downhills, and then about a bit over 3:40 pace for the ups and the twist and turn and gravel. So I thought that my 5k pace is around about that 3:30 pace at the moment, so I knew that if I set at that pace for a half marathon, I'd struggle. So the aim was to run slower than 3:30 pace, so 3:40 pace is what I set as a target. I did have someone to run with fairly early on for the first 5k, so the pace picked up a little bit as we ran together, but then he dropped off after 5k. I still managed to go a little bit quicker than 3:40 pace and ended up with a time of 1:16, whereas 3:40 pace would have been 1:17. So now that I've been working on my aerobic fitness, I will still continue that up to race day. But what I'll also be doing is working on my long runs, so being able to be efficient over running a long distance. And part of that, we'll be doing a sea to summit run with Nat. We've been doing recce runs over the course, and so after I've fully recovered from this half marathon, we'll do a solid effort of the sea to summit course, where I'll wear my race gear and nutrition as per a race, but not quite as far as 100k obviously. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Got some great footage coming up. Next week we are Melrose, so some great trail footage in my recovery from the half marathon. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.
Good work, John. Good running.